TATA Realty and Infrastructure proudly present a 21st century tribute to the legendary Indian mathematician Sreenivasan Ramanujan. Welcome to Ramanujan IT City. Strategically located at the heart of Chennai's southern business district, at Tharamani, the gateway to the city's rapidly developing IT corridor. This TATA project is in close proximity to the international and domestic airports, key residential and shopping districts, and schools. Spread over a sprawling 25.27 acres, this IT SEZ is fast becoming Chennai's landmark IT destination and is poised to become India's IT SEZ of tomorrow. Ramanujan IT City has 4 environmentally friendly initiatives and green building techniques, pre-certified as per LEED Gold guidelines, creates a campus that employees are proud to be a part of, and one that provides considerable savings through energy efficiency. In addition to reducing travel time and saving on employee transport costs, a strategic location in Chennai gives an employer the pick of some of the brightest minds in IT. At the turn of the
It's me and my team members, and we are now at Ramanujan IT City, and we have came here for an HR documentary as a part of our course, and we have chosen the company SPS. Now we are moving to that company. So let's meet the HR and have some information about HR.
Good morning everyone. We have eminent personality Sreenivasan sir, HR of SPSS. And good morning sir. Good morning.
Springer Nature subsidiary organization. Springer Nature is a leading global publisher, and they are world number 2 in publishing. And we do publishing services support for them. It's more of back-end support for them. And we get books and journals from them, which is being published by the authors and the research institutes. We do end-to-end editorial activities and peer review systems, and as well quality check on behalf of the authors and the clients. So the organization, if you see, the SPS has got about 3,500 people, various levels. We operate from Chennai and Trichy. There are about 2,500 people in Chennai and 1,000 people in Trichy. The interesting thing is the ratio of gender. If you take, we have about 57% of female employees. Okay, so which is a strength for us, and the other way we have challenges as well. You can imagine 57% of female employees. It's not that easy to manage the organization, because we also work in various shift patterns, and their comfortness, their work-life balance. In spite of it, in spite of all the factors, we have very high retention of people. Okay. You can just walk into the floor, you will find many people with 10 years, 15 years, and 20 years with SPS. Okay. It gives the reputation for us. It is the value proposition. Okay. Though we are not big paymasters in the industry, because publishing sector is not the paymaster as like IT organization in the industry. In spite, we are able to retain for decades people. It means that there are other values attached to it beyond the salary and benefits. Say for instance, I can say the work-life balance, the flexibility of working culture here, and the individual growth, the career development of the individual, and the knowledge transformation what they carry. Say for instance, after completion of 1 or 2 years here in SPS, how they are getting transformed through their knowledge, communication, and skill level on language proficiency. It sounds better for them. They become globally benchmarked expert in language proficiencies. Okay, so these are the values, the takeaways for them to get retained with us. So this is about the organization. I think now all the questions or something.
What you
Yeah, okay. So I did masters in technology from VIT and MBA in HR, and I was leading human resources for various manufacturing organizations like Value, Nokia, TVS group of companies. And I'm here, this is my third year in SPS. So I've been having a total of about 17 years of experience in HR. So this is about me.
So, so many employees are working there. What are the strategies taking of controlling these employees?
Okay, it is not of controlling the employees. See, we have a pyramid organization structure. We don't involve in controlling any employees as it is in the literal meaning. It means that their immediate supervisor is the ultimate control for them, or the immediate manager. So we have various accounts or operation leadership management team, and they take care of their own teams through their team leaders. One is in perspective of roles. Okay, the role what they are handling day-to-day affairs, it is being managed by them. It is more of online management. So what is the number of pages they perform, and what is the errors they perform, what is the quality issues they perform. And we are also being monitored, targeted with TAT, turnaround time. So within this stipulated time, they are supposed to deliver the pages. So it means that it is more of online management. And in case of any issues or any gaps or quality related flaws, it is being monitored by their team leaders. So once, in case of repeated issues or repeated gaps, flaws, then it is escalated to the respective manager. This is about role. Coming to the organizational behavior and culture, okay, it is more governed through our certified standing orders. So we have certified standing orders. Their rules and regulations, working culture and working conditions are being governed through the standing orders. If the organizational behavior or discipline perspective, in case of any deviations, it is in line with the standing orders. So which is being directly handled by HR. So in any such deviations, normally we take the collaborative approach by the operation manager and as well the HR manager, so that we jointly take any observations or any deviations, we jointly address. So it means that it is more of team approach rather than the individualistic approach. Okay, so there are two ways. One is role based, another is organizational behavior and discipline perspective.
Next is about you. As an HR, what all challenges is faced in your career, like negatives and positives, and how do you manage it?
Yeah, the first challenge is for HR to have right talents on board. Okay. There is a huge gap between the vacancies available in the organization and the skilled resource available in the market. The skilled resource available in the market claim that they don't get job, but companies they say claim that we don't get trained people. Okay. There's a big gap here. Any organization requires a particular skill set or competency framework within which they need people. So it means that there are a lot of vacancies available in the organization, and the pool of resources in the market are yet to equip themselves to fit into this expectations framework, which is still not happening. Okay, so this is a big challenge for any HR to have a right candidate on board. So we can categorize various levels like very junior level trainees, and then middle level, and then higher level. When we take these people at junior level, it is easy for us because it is easy for us to mold them if the attitude is right. Okay, so the attitude matters there. So we normally focus on right attitude people at junior level. So obviously we train them on the requirements related to the particular role or the job. So it is easy job. Okay, it's available in the market as well because they are not used to it, any experiences or any companies. Coming to middle level, here there is huge game by various market players. Say for instance, if a employee draws X salary, there are huge competitions here to attract them, and the individual, as long as he feels that he is comfortable with the organization, he will not look after any other chances of changes. If the individual loses the trust and confidence at individual level with his manager or at organization level, he looks for a change. Okay, as long as this is not triggered, he will be with the organization, and he should feel that he has individual level growth, and if he is engaged, every day he is engaged and he has some challenging roles to deliver. Once this is done, they will be retained. Until otherwise, market instigation is there. Say for example, there is a new development by other organization and they wanted to take some experienced people, and they are ready to pay more or pay very drastically high, then it will tempt any employee to switch over. Okay, so normally this is happening at middle level. Coming to senior level, it is more of the management dynamics. The management dynamics of the organization matters a lot. How strong your balance sheet is, what is your revenue model, and what is your bottom line of the balance sheet. How strong you are in the market as a market player. Okay. So this attracts senior leadership team of the organization. So normally senior leadership team expects very strong organization existence in the market. Okay. So we should give them such a confidence that the organization has sound existence in all aspects. Only then it is possible to attract right talents. Otherwise it's really difficult to attract at senior level. So as long as you demonstrate and they buy in, this is the place where I want to contribute. It is easy. Otherwise it is not possible to attract them. So this is the main challenge for HR. Any organization, even in my past experience, or majority of the organizations face this challenge. On other side, maybe I am not sure about industry relations perspective, because I was also hanging out of IR and union management, trade unions, negotiations. So nowadays the trade unions also should become professionalized. It is not so far. Okay, so this is a big challenge for the industrial era in Tamil Nadu and India, if you ask me. Because the trade union mechanism has to strengthen the employees' empowerment and see that the employees are rightly placed and rightly supported and rightly engaged in employee-employee relationship perspective. Okay, so to ensure harmonious relationship in the organization. This is a big challenge now, because the trade unionism is having long gap or is far away to strive towards this. So this is a very big gap, if you ask me.
So you have some selection process, right? So what are the challenges, or how to reduce the selection cost and recruitment cost?
Okay, so you are talking about generally or SPS?
No, SPS.
Okay. In SPS it is very easy for us, because our skill set are well defined. Say for example, we have, this is the English proficiency skill set, this is German language proficiency skill set, this is Dutch language proficiency skill set, this is French language proficiency skill set. It's well defined. And their certification is also well defined, like A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, C2 levels. So the people available in the market who are certified for what level of proficiency, we have our own test mechanism as well. So for every proficiency level, we have a testing method. We test them, and based on the evaluation, we have C1 level or B2 level, and the compensation is attached to the level of evaluated proficiency level in language. So it is very fair, transparent, and well defined structure what we have in SPS.
Okay, you have 3 years experience on that. What are the any experience for the worst and the best experience in this?
The best experience is the people, longevity of the people in the organization. In spite of various challenges, you could find many people here, in SPS for very long, like 10 years, 20 years. If you ask the leadership team in SPS, everybody is at least 10, 15 years and more, except me. So this is the strength of the organization. Because any organization, the management stability gives the confidence to the organization, to the employees, and also to the external market, that is clients, customers. So this is being a very strong message for SPS, and we had Mr. Vasani, who was the founder of this organization, and we lost him last year. So the management level and the employee level, the longevity is the big strength for the organization SPS we talk about. The challenge, if you ask me, on a technology front, technology perspective, wherever we go now, okay, I think you can sit and take one. I think it's taking more time. Oh, okay. Yeah, fine. See, the technology front. Nowadays, the technology upgradations and new technology innovations like machine learning, artificial intelligence, and big data analytics. The evolution of all these kind of technological revolutions influences every organization. SPS is not different from that. So we also foresee a big technological revolution in our operation process. So it means that more AI projects will be fed in, and we will have more changes in our operations, day-to-day operations. Our technology team is already working on it. There are about 70 technology people are there, technocrats with us, who are experts in all tool design, developments, and all technological era. So they are doing a lot of projects already, and we expect a lot of technological revolutions is going to happen in future years. So for now, we have not actively started the technological changes so far. So far, the technology was used to manage the routines and come out of client expectations. So now we are poised for the technological influences on changing the complete end-to-end system in SPS.
Nowadays, you are expecting more technical based employees.
Not technical based employees in all aspects. If you ask me, the current generation, everyone is technically savvy, because the mobile phones and mobile apps made the people very handy in the technological upgradations, whatever is happening in the world. At least they will come to know easily, and at least they can accustom to the changes quickly as possible. So in that perspective, it is not a big challenge for the current generation. But for an organization, is any change requires the improvised state from the current state, and it should be proved, and it should be flawless, and it should be first time right. It should be acceptable by the customer. Okay, so the customer has to agree and certify that yes, this is okay, good to go. Only then we will be in a position to implement it. So at organization level, it is not that easy. It requires a lot of efforts, resources, planning, and timeline to implement it. But at individual level, we get almost all the people accustomed to such kind of changes, like maybe an XML version of the workflow what we are doing, whatever it is. We have the people to work for it. But only thing is how technologically the developments and the changes are happening, at organizational changes are implemented, and how the individuals are equipped and trained towards that. So it is it is all together. If you ask me, end to end, it's complete package. That's what I think. Yeah.
So how do you handle this pressure in these companies? Simply
Work pressure.
Yes.
Stress level.
Stress level. I can say that there is no big stress level in the organization across, except a few areas. For example, one is more of ergonomic perspective, I can say. The people, mostly they sit and do the job, right? So there is no chance for them to walk out from their workstation because they are attached to the desktop, the laptop, and we are driven by a strict timelines, turnaround times. So they have no other option. So economically, almost they are sitting. If for example 10 years is working, 10 years is sitting there from the morning to evening. Okay. So this is one big challenge. Second challenge, the strain what they get through eyes. Okay, because it's more of screen, laptop screen or the computer screen. Okay. So these are all something related to the people's safety and health related issues. There are some stress which is related to this. Say for example the physical deterioration or the health deterioration. So we also give continuous awareness on this kind of medical and health related subjects to the employees, particularly to women employees, and then related to eye improvements, 20/20 formula, 20/20 formulas for eye, and then some kind of stretch exercises by sitting in the chair, like chair yoga. Okay, so such kind of stuff. So it is not impacting in a big way, but still there are some people used to it and they feel that it is required and comfortable, and at least it improves their health conditions. So beyond this, if you talk about stress at higher level, there are some areas wherein we have very short turnaround time and new projects wherein we are not able to meet the current expectations of the customer. Then we need to stretch and see that it is delivered on time, and we see that the quality is improved so that we are not losing the business. These are some key areas where there are likely chances we may have stress as well. So we also have some kind of programs for the employees, like the stress management, time management programs, which may add value to them or help them to come out of it. But if you talk about the training programs, honestly, the training program can cover for about 20 or 30 people in a classroom or in an open session. But for the employee strength of 3,500 people, just imagine the size of the organization. Okay. It requires huge revolutionary awareness among the people beyond the training school.
As you said, there are 2,500 employees in this company. So it might be not that easy to manage them all. So how do you balance the conflicts between the employees, something like that?
Okay, conflicts. See, every organization will have a lot of conflicts internally. Yes. It is between employees within the organization, or at peer level and at various hierarchy levels. Mostly the conflicts where it comes, say for example 3,500 employees are there. There is an employee A. He is not going to have conflicts with all other 3,499 employees in the organization. Yeah. Wherever his role is related, like cross-functional coordinations or the role-related interactions what he is supposed to have. So it is more of limited. For example, the circle of the conflicts where the possibilities he can have is very limited. Say for example, I can say 10 or 15 people in the organization around him, or the roles which is connected to what he is doing. Actually, this has to be seen in a different perspective. He has to think, out of 3,500 people, he interacts only with these 10 people. Why do have conflicts? Only these 10 people who are really supporting, right? Internally they are supporting. The other people, you will feel that they are comfortable and they are good, and there is no conflict because he or she does not deal with them, right? So the conflict normally comes with the people who interact and collaborate with them. So you should feel that this is the first circle wherein I should remove conflicts and I should bring supports or buy in supports from them, and I also support them mutually, so that the interdependency has to be felt by both of them. So once this is realized, the conflict will go out. But the conflict will exist, is existing. It has to be resolved on organizational perspective, on role and activity related perspective, rather than personalized conflict. the conflict should not impact anyone at individual level personally. It is more of the role related, the organizational and customer perspective. So that has to be dealt, at bigger level. Conflict for an organizational related subjects, not at individual personalized subjects. So once this is being realized, people are self-aware about this. Okay, only I am discussing with 10 people who are relevant on my role. Why should I conflict with them? So they have some challenge. Let me hear first. Okay, so you should be a good listener first. Let me listen what is their problem and try to resolve and support them. Then conflict will go. So everywhere conflict is there. Every organization will have various levels. The significance levels will vary. But the individual should be very well aware how to handle it. We also have some kind of training programs on this conflict management and how to handle this. Mostly where this will come, at very junior level it will not happen. At shift coordinators and team leaders level it happens because normally they deal with other teams, other functions, other areas where they need to coordinate beyond their boundaries of the hierarchical pyramid. Means that there is no direct reporting below them or above them. If it is there, it will not have such big conflicts. So with other people, obviously the liability and the responsibility varies with some other team. So there are more possibilities of conflicts. So in such case, they need to approach it professionally in a way that they should have scheduled meetings, scheduled discussions, expressing the expectations of their own team and making the other team's expectations to buy in and see that it is mutually taken care. Then conflicts will automatically slow down or it will deteriorate over a period of time.
Sir, what kinds of resources you are looking for HR?
See, HR, first thing is it is more of technological influence nowadays, even in HR. For instance, I can say that the artificial intelligence AI did not leave even HR nowadays. Okay, so, for instance, yesterday I was attending one of the meetings. There was a big data analytics which is projected on HR perspective. See, the talent acquisition, if you want a skill set, just if you throw it, it will give the complete skill set of the people who are around you, who are in the similar industry, who are in the market, who are working in other cities, and who are working in other cities and based out of Chennai, who are willing to come back here. It will project complete data picture in just 2 minutes, just 2 seconds. Okay, but earlier it was not the case. Then you have to call to the people, you have to understand a lot of stuff. Just you feed in your requirement, you will get various outcomes, possible opportunities. Okay, similarly, say for instance, very simple example I can quote. In the earlier days, if you want to display some kind of circular to the people, communication, then you have to make draft the circular, you have to take print out, you have to sign it, and you have to display it in the notice board. Nowadays, it is more of industry 4.0 concept. Just the laptop is being systemized. Just you feed it, have digital sign, just one click it will display in the notice board, just like that in digital form. Okay, so this is more of automation and technology innovation is there in HR as well. So coming to the people skill set in HR, the people should think beyond the HR expectations for the future generations. The next generation is going to be the technological HR. Okay, so they should also be technologically strong in handling the changes, handling ERP systems, people management through technology support. Okay. So everything nowadays. Many IT companies started having app-based HR controls and HR supports. So it means that the people or the human resources are not being dealt directly. They are also being dealt or supported through tools and technology-enabled devices or ERPs. So it will not be 100% replacement, but it should also be accustomed to it. So it means that we are not away from the market. So this kind of skill set would be the expectation ideally for HR in the future.
So what's your style of management in this one, the appropriate level?
We have some.
Yeah, okay. So if you ask me, I personally feel and believe that the inspirational leadership is a very good strategy. Because once I say something, if I myself are not adhering to it, so it means that I'm giving a wrong message. Right? So we should set as an example. Okay, so the people should feel that whatever they are saying is right because they also adapted to it. So the inspirational leadership is the best approach what I believe in. Beyond that, if you ask me, I can say in the last couple of years we have brought a lot of increased transparency, enhanced transparency in our operating culture. So the trust and confidence has to be built through high transparency and by setting yourself as an example. So if you are not inspiring others, obviously everything will be set, everything will get aligned rightly. So this is what if you ask me.
So you told that there are more women employees in this, so they might be getting maternity leave and all. How do you manage this out?
For example, this month, as of now, if you take, there are 98 female employees who are on maternity in our organization.
Okay, so how do you manage employees of this?
Imagine 98 women employees are on maternity as of today. Means they are on maternity leave for a minimum of 6 months. Okay, so half of that, there are 59 employees will not be available for the whole year. Okay, by an average. Okay. So based on the number of the human capital planning, what we have the manpower planning, this 59 people is beyond the stipulated vacations, like you will have casual leave, privilege leave, sick leave. These are all structured leaves. Okay. Beyond this, there are some medical leaves. Beyond that, we have this permission for them. Just you can imagine or visualize the impacts on business. It doesn't mean that maternity leave will have negative impact. It also has positive impact on the organization because it gives the confidence to the people who are working in the organization that the company is extending the support and benefits for them till their family level, till their life journey. So this confidence makes many of the people to come back and work for us. Even in some cases, if they are not able to continue with us, they extend as a work from home option. Even beyond the maternity leave period, they extend the support through work from home options. Yes. Still, if they leave, there are many employees who come back and rejoin us. There are a number of employees who have returned back and joined us after maternity leave and after break, after a few years. This gives a message for other employees as well. See, the organization carries this value by considering the family of the employees. Maternity is only a small part, if you ask me. There are many cases. Say, for example, you take the health insurance, medical insurance. It takes for the employees, the employee and spouse, their children, 2 children. So the people should feel that company is there, organization is taking care of me and my family beyond me. Okay, so it builds the relationship between the company and the employee to have more the trustworthy relationship. Okay, so the female employees and maternity is not only having the negative impact on the business or operations delays, it also has very positive impacts like this. Coming to the operation and productivity related impacts, we have very good planning teams. So we have people to take care of this kind of gaps through additional resources or temporary resources, or by making overtime arrangements for the people or additional hours of work. So this kind of short-term arrangements is being taken care of for operations related expectations. But if you ask me, this gives a lot of positive impacts because after maternity, post-maternity, we also have crèche facilities for them. So we have many people where their kids got admitted there, they made their admission there. So it is something like family-oriented cultural environment where the people gain civic confidence.
So you already said a long-time experienced employees are there here. So your job appraisal, what method are you using for job appraisal?
Okay. See, we have online tool which we have recently brought in. We have technical support from Springer for the global management system. We have VIMS, performance management tool. This will give 2 ways of approaches. One is for the routines, another one is for the stretched targets. The routines, every year what they perform, it is attached to their particular role. We have some kind of automated tool to review their objective setting process, and they have the mid-year review system and annual review system. So it is more of a task-oriented performance-driven system so far, because ours is very simply measurable. If you ask 3,500 people's output, it is easy for us, in a minute to show the details, because our productivity is measurable in number of pages, number of quality issues, errors, and the timely delivery. So everything is measurable. Just in every system, you log in and you log out. Your performance is being monitored. We have a productivity management system for that. So it is very easy for us to monitor the measurable outcomes and objectives of the people. So we have a systematic tool through the productivity management system and performance management system with a task-oriented monitoring of the individual performance. It's purely task-oriented.
While you're selecting an employee, what do you expect from them, like communication, grooming?
Okay. The first thing is the SPS has got a very conventional culture as an organization. So we expect the people to accustom to the culture of the organization first. Anyone, if he is not going to fit into the culture of the organization, is going to damage the culture of the organization, and it will damage the career of the individual. So the culture is the first thing. Second is attitude of the individual. Okay, so the attitude is positive and is ready to learn and to accustom to the changes. Obviously, it is a win-win situation. These two are very basics. After this, it comes their language skill, their proficiency, communication, their role-related experiences, relevant experiences. We are testing mechanism for that. But these two are the fundamentals beyond which they can build number of floors over that. So this is how our IM process is involved.
So you are choosing this position HR point about your interest like that?
Yeah, see, normally, though I say or I claim that the technological changes is happening in HR, I am the person prefer to talk to people, interact with people. I like people management. So even now, though I get a lot of mails, lot of communications through mobile phones, I start feeling and comfortable in interacting with people. So even some kind of grievance or some kind of issue comes, normally I go there, talk to the people and understand them first. Because people connectivity matters as an HR man. So once it happens, all the tool, all your system related things will automatically lose the control there. Because the people interaction and the people understanding is there. So I normally feel and strongly believe that when you have even high or severe level of conflict, just you meet each other and discuss openly, transparently, by understanding the other side, listening the other side. First you have to listen, you have to be good listener, listen the other side, and you also put forth your own views. Obviously they will also come out of their individual ego level and try to receive it, at least not fully, to some extent. Okay? That is an improvement. Anything then yesterday, if some improvement happens, your journey is on right direction. Okay. So I strongly believe that people management and dealing with people is the strength. So this is the main reason why I am here.
Sir, what will you advise for looking for this job?
Your advice for the new generation, new
For us.
Okay. See, it is good that when I was studying, I did not have this kind of interactions. Okay, so at least you people have this kind of interactions in the first year itself. So keep this kind of continuous movements so that before coming out of the college, okay, you have more connectivity to the industry and people in HR, so that you understand, okay, how the HR is, how the job role will be, and what is expected from an HR professional. See, you have to be passionate about it. So if you do it as a job, then it's a big challenge. Okay, so we will also not feel comfortable and we will be stressed, and we also cannot deliver beyond out of box expectations. So it is better we are passionate about it. If as long as we are not passionate, it is better to quit from that job. If you are passionate about it, then it's yes. Then you try to think big. Okay, don't think small. Okay, think big. Though it doesn't happen, still continue thinking in a very big picture. Maybe if it doesn't happen in 2019, it will happen in 2020 or 2021. Okay, so think big accustomed to the new role with passionate approach. Okay, so I think this is very simple. Beyond this, it is left to the individual's skill set. It is good that you specialize something in HR rather than more generic area. Specialize yourself something in HR and see that you have some project or some kind of innovative outcome from that, which is the benchmark outcome, so that wherever you go, they should feel that yes, it is a new. Okay, obviously you are required there. Okay, so you are creating yourself, your brand. Okay, that will help.
So there are large number of employees. They might be from different states. They might be having different cultures.
Different countries as well.
Different countries as well.
About culture.
Yes.
Very good thing. See, we have there are about 8 people from Germany and 1 from Netherlands and 1 from France. Okay, so these are all international people who are working here. There are about 60 people who are at various levels like B1, B2, C1, C2 levels of foreign language proficiencies from various states of the country. And there are various level of people from various industries and the various generation gap people, the people who are 20 years, 10 years, 5 years, new gen people, millennial people. So we have a mentor, okay, who takes care of this kind of cultural aspects, who is a psychologist, and we also have the external psychologist, part of our committees and members. And there is ICC as well, Internal Compliance Committee. We also have the psychologist, part of the panel. So we have the experts, okay, experts who are strong in cultural change transformations. These people explain, demonstrate, and make them, through mindset, they inculcate the culture of the organization. So it is being cascaded to all the newcomers to the organization, and it is being consistently and continuously emphasized to all the people in the organization. Various levels by various people, and the leaders, the managers, the leaders, and the team leaders who are the immediate supervisors also ensure that the culture is continuously cascaded and it is spread across the organization. So we have continuous programs for this, like employee engagement initiatives, employee engagement programs to integrate the people under our own culture. Okay, so then the people will also understand the organization culture. We also see that the other cultures are being understood by the people. It's not a one way. Say for example, there are people from Germany, and our people also should understand how the culture in Germany is. Okay, so for instance, I can simply say, this is your open cubicle office arrangement. Okay, this is your best office environment in India. Okay, if you talk about Germany or Europe, this working culture is not there at all. Okay, they will have very private space and very adequate space. There will not be the average noise level will not be like this. Normally we talk like this. The average noise level will not be there like this if you visit there. So very basic cultural impact is there. Okay, for them, they come here and for first 1 week they will feel that this is something they are not in the culture which they are used to. Okay, so I'm talking about very limited scope. Just think beyond officers, come to the society, and they have to deal with the society, the food style here for the foreign nationals. So we think the organization should talk about the cultural impact is very big. Okay, one is the old timers, the new timers, and various cultural background people at the same time, and they have to work under the same roof as the same team. Right? So this is mixture of combination of the cultural transformation. So if you ask the 20 years back, what was the culture, and now the same culture is maintained? No. The culture which was there 20 years back got transformed along with the changes happening in the society 10 years back, and similarly now, and similarly the change will continue. So it is a continuous process. So the culture is not a fixed one. Okay, it is continuously improvising one. Okay, in different perspectives. So the change is inevitable. Okay, the culture of the organization also will change. It will not change dramatically or drastically, but it will change progressively the way the organization expected to change. Okay, so we have a systemized approach for it. We have experts to handle them as well. Say for example, we have the mentor who have been trained and certified with international cultural perspective. So this is how we work.
Any online jobs?
Online jobs, we have some kind of regulations or restrictions. Say for example, we have some freelancers who are working from other countries for us. There are about 250 people working from various countries for us. And there are about 30 to 40 people who are working from India, but they don't come to office. So for them, we have non-disclosure agreements and confidentiality agreement on the data security. And we also have provided them the VPNs, virtual private network, for their laptops so that the data is secure and it is highly confidential, because it's more of client data from the authors and research papers, which should not get used or transferred in any form. We have different schemes or some specific role, skill set where we are not able to get full-time employees. So in such cases, we also extend benefits to them. So we have such schemes.
So your recruitment process, training process, what you give methods of training for the employees?
See, mostly it's of classroom training for our people. Okay, because our expectation on operation is more of, as I said, language specific. It's more of classroom training. We also have some kind of outbound trainings for the managers and team leaders. We also have some kind of the instructional trainings for them. So we have a separate L&D team, which we also have some kind of global interventions. We have a lead, which is called as online system. There are about more than 80,000 courses have been built in already, and we have given access to people so that they can choose, or the manager can choose and give them the training programs, whatever they do online as well. So the people can undergo these kind of training programs and get equipped. All these are managed globally and benchmark training programs globally.
As you all know, we had a meeting with Mr. Sreenivasan sir, and we got more information about the HR and how to recruit, how you balance everything. Thank you so much, sir, for your valuable times, and we all are thankful to you as part of VIMS.
Welcome, and I am glad that at least the new gen HR professionals I have attracted, and I also got some information from you people today, so it will help me as well.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.